What would you improve, Molly?
I would make it less predictable towards the end.
Yep. Ellie?
I'd add a twist to the end.
Okay.
I think it's quite similar to 2 other films as well, so I think there should be like a massive plot twist right in the middle, so it kind of like surprises you and it's not really expected.
Yep.
Maybe make it so there's a plot twist like they've just said, but I don't really know. I think it's pretty good as it is, to be fair.
Good.
Yeah, I'd suggest maybe a plot twist as well.
I'd just emphasise the relationships between the characters so people get more invested in the plot.
Cool. Right, Molly. What would you include in a film trailer? Give me one feature.
What specifically? Like,
Yeah, no, like what? Yeah. Yeah.
an insight to the main characters.
Okay.
A fight scene.
I quite like drama and like the nice shots of like dramatic like houses or like places that are going to be important to the film.
So don't like review the whole film, like not like the whole plot, but leave some things like, so maybe the plot twist, leave that out, and then
I'd say like show the setting, like of where it's actually at, and then maybe slight sort of character building on like the people in it.
I'd say include one of the, not the scariest bits, but one of the really scary bits to kind of get people who like that kind of thing to go and see it.
Do you normally watch the same films as your parents?
Like, would you go to the cinema with your parents?
oh my god.
If you
No,
watch
no, no. Do you watch the same
film?
film? Like, if you
Same
when
genre.
you're talking about
of films.
film, would your parents say, "Yeah, I've seen that," or like the other way around?
Well, my mum likes scary films and I don't.
So that's a no.
But no, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Kind of depends on the genre, so yes and no.
Yeah, I say the same because we both like comedy, but then she just likes weird things.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like if I watch
I
some of the same
didn't-
films, but not all of them. For sure.
Yeah, a few of the same, but then I feel like I've seen a lot of films before my parents have watched them.
Which characters do you think will work well in the film, and how many main characters do you think we should focus on?
I'd say about 3 or 4, because otherwise it gets a bit much to keep on with. But I like Victor. He's girly.
Thank you.
I think having the doctor in there is a good idea because obviously they need to keep her alive for help and things like that.
I quite like the idea of the military guy and the doctor, and I think you should probably, like Molly said, focus on like 3 or 4, just a couple of people, otherwise it will just get crowded and annoying as such.
It would be pretty cool if you like one of the main characters said there's like 4 main characters or something, and then maybe one of them like something happens to them, and then later on they find out what happened or something. But, yeah.
So at the moment you've got like more than 5 main characters in it.
Yeah.
So, because like you kind of want to develop that detail on like how like the descriptions of them and like who they are, and you want to kind of you don't want to be too broad with your descriptions of them.
Yeah, I agree a lot with Ollie, but it's really good how you have a range of characters, so there's not just, they're not all strong people, there's a lot of weak people as well. So maybe you could use that to whittle down some of the characters, so you don't necessarily start off with a small number, but by the end you've got a small number of really developed main characters.
And the last question, do you think the plot is easy to follow as well as the character descriptions? If not, why?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want it to be too easy, otherwise it would just get boring and predictable. Like, you want it to be some sort of, like, something to keep you going, but I think it's understandable. Like, but if you had too many, then it would kind of be too many main characters. It'd be hard to keep in track of every single one, and their like relation to Amelia.
Ellie?
Yeah, I think it's quite easy to understand as well if like you take maybe a few of the characters out, maybe quite early in the film, it will be fun to understand throughout.
I think it's a good storyline, but I feel like also to make a plot twist, like people seem to think that bad characters, they'll probably die eventually. But I think maybe with one of the bad characters, you should do something good for them to make the audience hate them more and kind of leave more tension for what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I like all the characters, to be fair. They're pretty. I like the fact that you've got a range of different characters. So you've got the helpers, and then the people who you think are going to be, who you think are going to win, but then you could do something that, say, they don't win, but then, like, the helpless person gets something.
I think the plot's quite easy to follow, and I guess the only thing, to make sure is that not to make the twist too confusing. But apart from that, the plot seems very easy to follow.
Yeah, definitely. The plot seems quite simple, but could also give a lot of intrigue and get people really gripped by it, as long as it's not too predictable.
Right, thank you guys. All right.
Thank you.